look at that. The power, the speed, and most of all, the beauty. This is the Ryerson chapter of the Formula Society of Automotive Engineers, or FSAE. They're testing their design car at an autocross at the Powerade Center. The team is currently working on a 2-semester-long project, a yearly mad dash to get a car ready for the annual International FSAE competition. Greg Lister is the test driver for the team at the meet. He is happy with the car's performance, but says there's still a number of mechanism problems the team needs to fix.
We were having a problem with the brake temperature and they were boiling over. So what happens is moisture gets into the brake fluid and the brakes generate a fair bit of heat, and that heat is in the fluid as well, and if there's any moisture in that fluid, it boils over and then you get what's called brake fade. So you hit the brake, but you don't actually get the braking force. So that was a big problem we've had in the past. We've remedied that by bleeding out the whole system, putting fresh brake fluid in, adjusting our pedal ratio on the brake so we get more of a lever arm on it, I guess. The car is running better than it's ever run. It's the first time we've had a competitive lap. It's now we get into the next phase of testing, where we get to actually play with the car dynamically and affect the way it enters a turn, exits a turn, puts the power down. All these things can be addressed moving forward now, and it looks like all the gremlins are out.
Tractors are all fun and cool, but these are just the testing grounds for the team. To see where the real magic happens, you have to go down into the basement of Kerr Hall.
This is the Ryerson Engineering Design Zone. Here's where the team does their car designs and manufacturing. Michael Salame is in charge of vehicle dynamics, which includes things like the chassis and wheels. He's a veteran of the team and knows what the team needs to expect in the upcoming competition.
Well, we're not like Formula One. In Formula One, every team has a lot of secrecy and everyone hides everything and all that. For us, it's not really the case. When we go to Michigan and you have 120 teams from all over the world, you go up to them, you can ask them questions. You say, wow, that's a really cool concept. Could you explain to me how that works? And they'll be glad to teach you, because that's the whole point of the competition. It's to learn. It's not to race or to win. Of course, winning is the ultimate goal for everyone, but the idea, the whole philosophy behind FSAE is to teach students engineering practices way before they're in the job market.
The team has lots to make up for from last year's competition. The Ryerson team did not fare too well. In fact, they placed 101st out of 115.
We didn't finish our car on time, so yeah, basically we didn't hit deadlines. Maybe we didn't even set deadlines in some cases. And basically the car wasn't finished before we shipped it to Michigan. And so then we had to continue building it. And when you're building your car in the pits, you're starting it for the first time, you have no testing time, there's no chance of doing well.
It has not been smooth sailing for the team so far this year either. Equipment used for saving time is often on the fritz, and tool shortages means only a small number of the team can work on the car at once.
So there's like a number of life cycles you can have on a part, right? You can only use it 10 times or whatever you design it for, right? If you pass that limit, you're going to have a lot of you'll have reliability issues. It's very unsafe, and that's the main reason for actually having that rule, to make sure that there is no remaining or residual stress on your chassis.
But it's by overcoming these challenges together that the team is able to push forward to their goal. They're not just a crew made up of students, they're like family. They support each other, working towards one goal, the competition in Michigan.
When things go wrong, you have to help each other. So we've been there. We went to Michigan last year and it wasn't going as planned, and we were just working day and night. And I think 100% it's a family, and it's probably one of the best parts about this team.
The Ryerson team is planning to unveil a new car sometime in the spring, before they hit the road to Michigan for the FSAE competition. The competition runs from May 10th to the 13th, where student-run automotive teams show off their cars to see who is truly fast and furious. Mansoor Tanweer, Ryerson TV News.